Jesus spoke or Jesus speaks. So there are discussions about which tenses to use, for example, and that is then justified. And I would like to have an addition that is binding or more binding.
Yes, you see how I'm struggling. Most scientists make a living from problematizing, raising problems, and, so to speak, distracting from living life by just sitting somewhere and pondering. And theology also lives from this, which means that Thomas Gospel editions, or the supposedly scientific commentaries, are published by the most renowned publishers, so that 10 years later you can hardly find them for sale on Amazon anymore, because now someone has re-problematized it and the latest edition is back. That's really true. I had a lot of scholarly commentaries, even the Gospels, and then they suddenly claimed that the text was completely different or that Jesus had been interpreted too much on a Greek background. But you have to wake him up. It's like someone who has left a cult. He shouldn't constantly repeat the dogmas of his cult. Yes, but our leader says, or you're not allowed to do that. But the cult psychologist will always just say, come here to the here and now. Do you feel the chair you are sitting on? Describe it again. How does that feel? Is it hard or soft? If you lie backwards, what's it like for your back? Look, can it tilt? And that is nothing else. Is the phrase, come into the here and now, important in mysticism? So come into perception, come into the description of your sensory world, because the colonization of the mind means it is caught, it is bottled up, and you are told that life in thoughts is more important than, like a cat, in the immediacy with its environment life. And that's what I have these terms. There is the universe, i.e. horkosmos in the Greek sense, this beauty of the being of the world. And then there is the perverse and the plastoverse. The plastoversum is an art world, a kind of technical tunnel world, where you think that nature is my enemy and I need it and everything is sold to you there. You have to buy everything for money, and the perverse is this culture of domination, violence, top-down, structures that prescribe a feeling like being kidnapped, commanding, even as a child. On May 1st you have to have solemn feelings, day of struggle of the working people. Now you realize, now you've got it wrong. It's a good thing that this doesn't work as fascist yet. Yes, I'll have to be careful soon. 8th März, International Women's Day. I have to kill myself again. Oh God, I did it wrong. That was right. So in itself, yes, I come from the country that no longer exists. I speak German, but I'm not at all a German like you. I could be Dutch or Swiss or Austrian, and that is my right. And that's how you get such a distance and say, oh, let me quickly refill it now, then it's the day of the Federal Republic of Germany, the 7th of October? Oh God, I don't know now. Or what do they have? Do they have International Women's Day now? I'd rather keep my mouth shut. Liberation Day, I'm confusing it now. No, it's Unity Day now, I don't care. So I live according to the natural year. The church year is also based specifically on the natural year. So instead of replacing it, because if you live with the natural year, the antros always have on their seasons, Türscher and something like that, everything, then you come increasingly, you will be reintegrated into these rhythms of life. Everything is a parable, à la Goethe.